That's right, right here at Galaxy 107 FM. You know, it kind of helps if you turn the mic on, apparently. You turn the guest mic on and not your own. It's silly. It really is. I've done this too many times now. 3 away from 12 o'clock. It is 24 degrees downtown. Heading for a high. Well, the weatherman said 21 degrees, so we're past that. Mine is 26 degrees. Barbara's 27. And, well, I think she stands to win, to be honest with you. But believe me, I'm going to win first. I really am. It's Thursday, November 19th, and right here at Galaxy right now. Got to thank everybody that's joining us on Facebook Live. And don't forget, if you're going to watch it later on YouTube, you know what to do, don't you? Yeah, sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. You know it. Absolutely. And I've got to thank also Pinky Sims, Selena Pinky Sims, for introducing us to this absolutely extraordinary artist coming out of British Columbia, Shelley Lynch. Shelley, nice to have you with us.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, this is a part two kind of thing because first time round we had a few difficulties, didn't we?
Yes, I guess maybe I had some issues with my computer, you could say.
Well, it's nice that you've resolved your issues with your computer. It's always nice when your computer loves you back now, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I'm all ready.
Anything could happen. You could end up in New Zealand. Well, you have, and I don't know whether to feel happy for you or sorry, but, you know, I'm a big fan. I've got to be straight up with you. From the time I heard this particular track, I absolutely loved this work and wanted to know more. And believe me, we played this a number of times now without saying anything to anybody, and we've had such a response. It is fantastic. People are requesting it, hand over fist. And the first question I have for you is there more? Are you bringing out an album? Are you going to release it? And if so, will you come back again and talk to us about these tracks?
Okay, well, first of all, I think right from the very beginning, the Dreams in Gasoline, I came along, I was jamming with a friend of mine, a fellow guitar player, and he's a songwriter as well. I kind of took a break from the business, and he was like, no, you got to keep going, and I started jamming with him. Next thing you know, I was asked to open a show because there was a cancellation and it was in my hometown, and I'm like, you know what the heck, I'll go do it. Just acoustic guitars. And so Travis came with me, and that got us jamming, and he's like, you need to keep going. And he was teaching me how to actually play a little part on a guitar. And I said, you want to write a song? I've never written with anybody before because it comes from the heart. It's your heart and soul, right? And you have to really trust who you're writing with. I do, anyways. And out came this song. It was the most amazing thing. And he's like, hey, you got one. What are you going to do? And when I talked to Dean Miller back in Nashville, I think it was in February, he told me that he was producing, and I still wasn't even sure. By March, I called up Dean and I said, okay, let's do this. Because he's an amazing producer, and, you know, just having the people down there. So I agreed to a 4-song LP because I didn't know if I would go anywhere, if they were even going to be any good. This stuff comes out of my head, right? It's like crazy. Anyways, it turned Dreams in Gasoline. It was just amazing. I'll never forget when I first heard it come back, the production and the mixing, and wow, it just gives me goosebumps still to this day. But it's such a big team of people. You know, the writer writes, and I don't honestly know where that comes from. It's obviously gifted, but it's a group of people that really make it happen. Like even you guys and, you know, Pinky and Loren, and bringing it to the world is so, I'm so grateful and so amazed. So there are, I'm doing 5 tracks on Tuesday. So the song is actually a 4-song LP, but there'll be an acoustic version and a produced version. And then I have a very special song that I wrote for my nephew who took his own life, my sister Kathy's son, last year. And that song is like, I could barely even sing it, but Dean was like, no, you can do it. So I'm going to record that one as well. And yeah, that's what I got coming out.
Absolutely fantastic. It really, really is. I'm excited. I really am. Because right now, 1,377 people have requested Dreams and Gasoline since we've been playing it.
That's so cool.
It really is. And I couldn't be happier to be able to give you these numbers, believe me, because it's made a connection with our audio audience here at Galaxy. It really, really has. And that's why, straight away, straight into it, I want to know, is there more coming? I'm that excited.
Thank you for that. That is so amazing. Like, I am so thankful. Just to be able to bring your music to people, and you know, the message was about me, but so many people can relate. I mean, I went through a divorce and I have children. I mean, they're adult children, but I don't want it to be negative. I just want to move on, right? And so Dreams and Gasoline is that. He's like, oh, you just need to throw a match on. I can't even remember the conversation, but we kind of laughed. And every word that came out between Travis Pickering and myself was like, we were sitting there going, whoa, this is crazy. And it's so awesome that everybody's playing it, because it's so amazing, and so many people are in that same. I put my pants on the same way as you do in the morning, right? It's just that I'm a songwriter, and I'm gifted with it, and I need to bring it to people. That's all. That's the difference.
You know, Shelley, and believe me, I got to let you know this. Right here at Galaxy, I absolutely love this track. I really do. Yeah, I kind of do put my pants on the same way everybody else does. Don't do it on my head. I've got to be honest about that. I really don't. But when I heard this myself, as an engineer, I listen to it. I don't listen to music as a band would listen to it. I listen to it as an engineer. I break it down. I work it out. I figure where you put stuff, where it's been worked, where it hasn't. You know what I mean? What flows, what doesn't flow. The whole deal. I'm consummate like that. I love to be able to work stuff out. I couldn't fault this work one bit.
That's so awesome.
I look for faults. I got to be honest with you, where I can say, you know, I could have done that better.
You know, it's kind of funny when so in order to get this done, I write the song, I send it to Dean, they have to record it down there without me. I zoom in, and I'm part of it, but I'm not physically there. They send it back to me, and then I drive to Calgary, Alberta, to MCC Studio with Dave Temple and Johnny, and that part that you're talking about. So I remember recording it, and I was really nervous because MCC is a great studio. And I do get nervous still. It doesn't matter what I do, but they made me feel comfortable. And then I remember him saying, you got to smile. I'm like, I'm in a box. What? I'm like, smile. But yeah, I could see him like way over, and he's like, over here. And he just brought everything out of me. It was amazing. And it felt good. You know, I felt like I envisioned that I was singing in front of people, so that's what I do, and it made that come out. If you get that,
I do, and believe me, when I went to radio school at university, one of the first things that I was taught is always smile at your microphone. It always lifts you. It brings that out of you, and it gives you a good way to be able to breathe. Literally, it brings you up.
Yeah, you know, when I would sing with Kathy, my sister, and Craig in bars or whatever, you're always happy. You don't even think about it because there's cocktails involved. You know, you're a little loopy, but having fun, and you're always smiling. And when you're in a studio, you're drinking coffee, and it's like you're in the box. So when he said that, it was like, it totally brought out, like, it was amazing. So here I am smiling, and I'm in this box, but hey, that worked.
It does, and believe me, that's a good trait to learn. It really, really is. Apply that to every microphone you see. You can't go wrong.
I am very grateful, and it's a good thing anyways, because the minute you smile, it makes people happy.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. It really, really does. So, right now, I'm joined by Shelley Lynch coming out of British Columbia with Dreams and Gasoline. You've been waiting for it. Here it is. How you feeling, Shelley? You okay?
We have, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Thank you.
My pleasure. I am really, really excited. I would love you to come back again and release some more stuff with us.
Absolutely. You'll be so amazed. Like, these rough copies that I have, it's, like I said, it's a team of people, right?
Yeah.
And, like, the musicians down there, it's not that they're from Nashville. They're from all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
But so amazing and so compassionate and so real. And Dean is so good at what he does. Like, I am so grateful. I can tell you that.
You know something? I think you got the bug.
Oh, absolutely.
I do. Please keep doing it because, seriously, this is a selfish thing, Shelley. If I don't have people like you doing what you do, I don't have a job. So please keep me employed.
Right. You know what? That is really good to hear because, like, you know, it's so hard to make money in this business. Everybody knows that. Hence why I'm still working with my brother at his company, but that's another story. That's what I do and we come from a business family, right? And this time around, I'm ready. I'm bound and determined that this is what I want to do, and that's what I'm doing.
Nice.
So trust me, I'll be back.
Nice. Well,
Forget that.
let me tell you, Shelley, 64 countries, 96 cities around the world right now tuned in to what we're doing.
That's so cool.
It's fun. It's fun.
It is a lot of fun.
It is. I mean, we've got people from West Island, we've got people from Bromwich in England, all over the world tuned in right now, listening to your song Dreams and Gasoline. And it's exciting to be able to play this to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm loving this. I am. And
I love it.
so forgive me for being selfish and over the top, but this is great. An absolutely fantastic song, and I couldn't be happier to play it to people, even you guys that are watching right now. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Pinky Sims? What can I say, Pinky? We love you. You know that. Keep bringing me artists like Shelley. Dare you? That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It is 10 after 12 o'clock, 26 degrees of one so far. If it goes to 27, Barbara wins. So, you know, we're right on that knife edge. But right now, I'm going to take it. I win so far. But I know Barbara. Yeah, she's going to come in from behind, as she always does, takes it out at the end of the day. Thursday, November 19th. And I'm absolutely elated. And thank you for joining us today, including Pinky Sims. Yeah, you know, Selena, we absolutely love your work. Keep on bringing us absolutely superb artists, much like Shelley Lynch that's joining us today. And Shelley, absolute pleasure to be able to play your music here at Galaxy. Now, I've asked you, I know you're going to come back again and do this all over again. Will you be able to do it? You know, well, I doubt that we'll be able to get you in before the new year, but will you be able to come back, say, January, February?
I can come back anytime.
Love that.
Can I come there in person?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
In fact, would love to have you here in New Zealand, playing in front of New Zealand audiences. I actually did refrain from asking you this simply because, well, it's the real times right now. Our borders are closed to internationals, unfortunately, only to New Zealand residents that are overseas that are coming back. Quarantine, all that sort of stuff is involved, you know what I mean? But this is, I see light at the end of the tunnel as well. I see that this is not going to go on forever. So sooner or later, we're going to get back up and running and get back to doing shows, entertaining people, not only here in New Zealand, but Australia as well. We would love to be able to do a deal where we could get you playing in both New Zealand and Australia, show you around a bit of the Australasians. What do you reckon?
That would be awesome. I would be into that.
Well, I tell you what, if you're going to hook up with me, you see, I'm into shenanigans, so be prepared. That's all I can say. Just be prepared.
Yeah. Well, I come from a redneck little country myself. I live in the country. I'm surprised Skype is working actually. And come from a family of 6 children, and I'm 5 of 6, right? And my brother, Bud, was born right before me, and I think my dad wanted me to be a boy. Just saying, because like I pound nails, and I know how to fix things, and I drive a 4-wheel drive. I come by it naturally because this is Redneckville. When you come with 6 kids, you got to learn how to, fight them off too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I think you'll fit in absolutely perfectly here in New Zealand. Literally. Next time we meet, I'll let you know now that we are a little crazy, so we'll run through a few things.
Crazy's good.
Yep, believe me. Well, crazy's good. Sometimes. Literally. Crazy's not so good when you want to get back into a place and they keep accusing you of having stolen their security guard golf cart.
That's right, it's in the lake.
I'm guessing that happened before.
Yeah, apparently, according to Barbara, she remembers more than anything because she filmed it. It ended up in a lake.
That's awesome.
My fault, apparently. They won't let me back in. Of course, I'm talking about... Are you familiar with Lord of the Rings?
Sorry?
Are you familiar with Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Well, about an hour and a half away from where we are right now is the original set of Hobbiton.
Wow.
Yep, literally. Now, we'll take you there. Well, the staff, the crew, they'll take you there. Literally, you'll be able to go have a look through the Hobbit holes, the wishing tree, the party trees, all that sort of stuff. Absolutely fantastic. It really, really is. But unfortunately, you see, I get to sit on the bus now.
Okay.
So I'm getting a bit of drinking done. You'll be right. Anyway, Shelley, it has been an absolute pleasure. I'm so glad that we can absolutely get this one done. The last time we had a few technical difficulties and I felt, sort of shortchanged there. So glad to be able to get it done finally, and am looking forward to having new music from you in the future, having you come back again. I think that's a little sadistic on your part, but, we would love to have you come back again and talk to us about all your new stuff. Now, right now, as we were saying, it is a surreal time. Are you writing and recording new stuff all the time right now?
All the time I do, but I can't just sit down and write. So it could be 3 o'clock in the morning, it could be in my truck when I'm driving, it could be anywhere. Songs will come to me, and everybody knows that if you hang around me, you usually end up in a song. That's a fact. But if I try to sit down and write and it's not really there, it doesn't really happen. So, but I do, and because I write on my own, it's all the time, right? Some are duds, some are good.
Well, I tell you what, I hope you don't make one about me, the DJ told me so. Old Ducky come up with that one. Well, you never know, actually. In fact, I was on a video, a rock video, just a couple of weeks ago. We've only just released it Friday 13th, actually, to the world. I introduced a band from Norway and a band from Canada, and they collaborated I put a challenge to them. In fact, the very first challenge I said to them was, can you make a song, being 100 years, it's the centennial anniversary of the Charleston. Remember the song? Yeah, I says, you guys are rock metal. You guys can come up with anything, but can you do it with the Charleston? They're still working on that. Yeah, believe me, basically no, but they keep telling me we're working on it. In the meantime, I said to them, well, what about a Christmas song? Well, they did. They really did. And they knocked it out of the park, I've got to be honest with you. This is a fantastic piece of work. And we play it all the time. Of course, leading up to Christmas now, we're allowed to. You know what I mean?
Right.
And absolutely love it. In fact, I'll get Barbara to send you a copy. Have a look at it. And believe me, the only thing that's wrong with it is, well, this guy is introducing it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's gone viral too, which is weird. It really is. But absolutely, if you're going to do a song about a DJ, well, you know, there's millions of us around the world. There really is.
You never know.
Shelley Lynch, it has been an absolute pleasure, and am looking forward to having you come back again, and let's release brand spanking new music for you. Let's get behind you, let's promote you, let's do the whole thing. What do you reckon?
I think that's an awesome idea. Thank you.
I love it too. Shelley Lynch right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Don't go anywhere, Shelley. Right now,
All right.
let's turn you back to Studio B.
Galaxy,
You know,